Okay, so I released a tweet and apparently got some reaction that I should do a video about representation in any type of superhero movie and this is going to be a narrow window that is live action. Okay, we're not going to talk about like those animated ones because there's a lot of representation in those ones, but not as much as live action, even though there could be more representation of anybody in the animated ones. Also, I'm not going to dive deep into the TV shows because DC doesn't want to involve their TV shows in with their movie universe, whereas it's weird that Marvel says they're going to do that, but I have yet to see anything connecting anything like that with the Netflix series. The only thing that I can see is the. Nonetheless, uh, there was a few people that I have seen on the internet. They've been posting about how they're complaining that Latinos are complaining about not having any representation and wanting their own Black Panther movie ever since this whole Black Panther movie came out. And you you see that they're I wouldn't say really hating. They're just like I guess I would say hating. They're nitpicking at them for saying, "Wow, you guys are kind of like dumb because there was representation in the Black Panther movie for Latinos. So and so is Mexican, African. So and so is Honduran, and stuff like that." And it's that's while they while everybody seems to have understanding about actors being able to be represented for any type of clique that they fit in, whether it be Hispanic, Asian, even their sexuality, gay, lesbian, and so on and so forth. That's fine because in all movies, if that's the case, everybody is represented. But that's not the case. In this, we're talking about the characters. The characters itself are not being represented, and that's what their concern is, and that's not what people are. That's not what a lot of these people are seeing. The Latinos want a representation of a character in the movie universes, whether it be DC or Marvel, to represent them. Not like a. I know we're gonna get in the animated universe. We're gonna get Miles Morales, who's gonna be, he's half Hispanic and he's half black and stuff like that. That's cool and whatnot, but it's not the actual universe that we're talking about. We're talking about having someone in the actual movies representing any type of clique, and it's not. It's just kind of frustrating because they don't seem to understand that. And like to go down even deeper, a lot of the Latinos are upset because they're not getting represented in any of the Marvel or DC movies when it comes to live action. And while they're being represented when it comes to the actors, it's not the same thing as being represented as an individual. Because the actors in the movie Black Panther, they were playing Africans. They were playing Wakandans. They were like literally, they were some other race. They were not. It's just like whenever you see the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, you just see Yondu. Even though he's played by a human, he's actually an alien. Stuff like that. It's not the same, and that's what their major concern is, and that's also kind of what my major concern is I'm not getting any representation when it comes down to any of the live action movies, let alone I can only think of in the current live action TV series, I can only think of one Mexican, or not Mexican, Hispanic, let me rewind that. I can only think of one Hispanic representation in the DC universe for the TV series, and that's Cisco. That's it. It's the only one. I can't think of anything for the Marvel TV series off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong if there is any, but let's not even worry about the TV series. We're talking about actually the movies, but that's a side point. A lot of people don't understand that we need to have representation for everybody. And it's not just Latinos. We're going to now broaden it. I can't think of any in any of the movies whatsoever. And if there is one, please correct me. Because I can't think of any Native Americans. I can't think of any Indians. I can only think of one Asian, and that's Psylocke. And she was in the movie once. Although I think she's coming back in the next Phoenix movie. I don't know about that yet. Um, I can't think of any LGBT characters, so please, and as far as I'm aware, I know, and we're gonna bring the whole Fox X-Men into this. I know that Iceman, in one of his comics, he's gay, but in this universe and hit this Fox universe, he's not. Okay, so we're not gonna. I just leave that as is. He's a different character as is. Um, but yeah, there's no representation about like a whole bunch of those, and that's what this whole concern is, and that's what I don't like seeing on the internet is that people are bitching about people who want representation, saying you already have representation. This is the actor who is your representation. It's not the same as seeing an actual character who is that representation. So people need to be more accepting, and it's just ultimately frustrating just seeing that go on the internet and seeing my friends like bitch about it too. And it's like, why? You don't seem to understand it. You're only getting your side of the story. I would love to see I would love to see more Asian superheroes, not just like ones that are on screen for 1 minute and they go, oh, and I'm dead, or like I'm only like I'm briefly named and stuff because I'm in the credits, but you don't know who I am because they don't say my name on screen. It's just in the credits. Same thing with more Latinos. Same thing with Native Americans, Indians, Middle Easterns, anybody of the rainbow colored skin spectrum. I would love to see that. On top of that, I would love to be able to see a gay romance. I don't care if it's lesbian. I don't care if it's gay. I just want to be able to see something on screen because you know what? It's a step in the right direction because it just baby steps. Okay, I know lesbians are more accepted than gays. I I accepted of that. It's just how things are. Just give us something so then we can evolve that into something even greater because the only thing we have going on is in the TV universe, and that was for what, like 4 episodes technically. That was it. But yeah, we're not getting. I just want people to understand that when people are complaining about representation, they're not complaining about the actors. They're complaining about the characters, and that's ultimately all we want. It was that Oscar speech that just happened with Coco, and at the end of his speech, he said representation matters. It does because you feel included. You feel like everybody actually notices you. So that's my random thoughts, and I don't know if you want to agree or disagree. If you do, just let me know. I'm willing to debate this. It's fun to debate this kind of stuff because it actually matters. It's not like, oh, whether Coke or Pepsi, who fucking cares? It's soda. You have a good